beautiful people. I wanted to make a video today about well-being, about moving away from sickness and into health, moving away from suffering and into joy. And so I'll just share some of the things that have been coming to me this morning. And I think it's so beautiful, really, because we are healing, or I like to say, instead of healing our old body, our old life, we are creating a new life and a new body. And we do have a new body. We have a light body. Our bodies have changed. And the way of the new world, which is here, and the more we relax into ourselves, the more we are part of this new world. It's all just as I see it and as I sense it. And in this new world, we're not meant to be sick. It's just not a part of reality, because it's not necessary anymore. It was necessary for us to be unwell, and you can really use this video for other problems. It doesn't matter really, but many of us have different physical things that are annoying us, that are still there. And why was this? Why did we have this? Well, because of the human suffering, that was part of the human reality. And one of the reasons, just as I see it, is that our body was calling our attention because we were so far away from ourselves. Our life was all spun up into jobs, families, all the information coming from everywhere, all the worries, and we were really not present. So our bodies were screaming like these little children, "Mummy, mummy, mummy, daddy, daddy, come and see me." So we just had to learn to let go of all that stuff we were engaged in, which was very unproductive and very destructive in many ways, which we didn't know. We didn't do it to harm anyone. But our body called our attention back so that we came to our center. As Jesus said, come to your heart, go into your holy sanctuary, where God is in secret, and He will reward you. Come to your center, come to yourself. So that's what I feel in my life anyway, that so many things was just, you got to the point where you couldn't do anything. You wanted to fix it and you couldn't fix it. It was non-fixable. And finally you just let it all go and you realize, well, I wasn't meant to fix it. I was meant to actually become very present in myself. And that's why I've come to earth, to be present in my own being. Because that's really the greatest gift I bring. And that's where I have the most fun. That's where I can really shine my light, when I become present in me. So we're becoming well. We are more and more entering into the reality that we are feeling very, very good in our bodies. We feel energy, we feel good about being in our bodies. We feel good about our bodies. We love our bodies. We don't try to change them with all these different things, because we love who we are, and we enjoy to be here in this physical form. And of course that's the foundation for well-being, because when you enjoy being in your body and you stop trying to change your body because you're dissatisfied with your body, when you just love being in your body, of course your body will respond with well-being, because that's what you're giving it. It's so fascinating, because the whole thing of quantum physics, that we create this very moment and the next moment and every moment. We're creating our life with every single way we view life. We decide to view life. So you create well-being by being well within yourself. And so I think it's a really beautiful way to instead of saying, oh, I have all these ailments, I have all this sickness, and I'm going to repair it all, like the old way of being, where you fix this and you fix this and you fix this. And now if you stop that, just stop that way of thinking, and then say to yourself, here I am in this body, I might have some different ailments, but what if I decide that I'm actually really well in this moment? It's a beautiful feeling to be me. Then you've shifted your consciousness from being someone who's trying to fix all the mistakes, all the faults in your body, to somebody who loves to be in your body. And already there, you've lifted your vibration so much that these different ailments just start dropping away, because they can't be there, because you've lifted yourself out of them. So, I feel for myself that, so what I can end off saying is, really, if we did this every moment, we would experience that we just become completely healed and completely well. I'm positive that that's where the key to all well-being lies, is to decide that you are well and to stay in that mindset. And it's really choosing love instead of hate, or choosing life instead of death, choosing to embrace life instead of attack life. So you have an ailment and you're going to attack it until it goes away, and then comes another one, and then you have to try to attack that. You stop that way of being and you step into the wellness, the well-being, and that's what will manifest the well-being, because you don't want to have anything to fight away, because that's not the way you are anymore. So, but then when this is said, I feel in my own life, maybe because I just love to experiment, but we can feed, it's a process going, for most of us, going from one life to a new life, and we can support the process of being well with different things. And it can be with many different physical things we can do. But I think this is really the main job, is our mindset. So I'll be talking about different, and I have all along, different things, different ways to detox, and different ways to support our bodies. You can say support our body's well-being, support the physical structure on this earth. There's different things we can do. And when it comes to diet, really, there's people who are not eating. They simply don't eat, because our bodies are structured that way that you don't need to eat. And it's hard to believe, how can that be? But they are, and they've been living for decades without eating. And I think some are not even drinking. So that's a fact. So the way our bodies are structured now, we don't need to eat. And it's going to manifest more and more. And I feel it in my own life, but I feel I need food. I still need food, and I mainly have milk. But when we really, really think about it, or not think, but just sense the body, what is it that we really need? It's air. I'm in this beautiful, fresh autumn air. The air. Breathing fresh air. I mean, that is life. It gives us life, nourishes us, cleanses us. And then we have the light. This sun that's just beaming onto us every day. as it says in one of the Danish psalms. The sun shines on rich and poor. The sun shines onto all of us, and it's the light that that's nourishing us, cleansing us, soothing us. It's filling our physical structure with life force. So the air and the light, and it's all free. You don't have to think about, am I getting too much? Am I getting too little? You can think about with the sun. You don't want to lie and bake in the sun all day long, but you need light. And then we need water. Well, most of us still need water. And how do you get this water? Well, we know also, which I've also shown you, the Japanese man, Emoto, who made all these different tests with water. When you're sitting with your glass of water, if you bless it, it's pure. The structure's completely changed. The toxins are gone. That's how powerful our mind is. So all these different technical things we have to clean the water, when we focus our attention onto the water and say thank you for it, it's actually completely pure and good for us. It's just incredible. So going back to that state of being before, where I choose well-being because I am well and I am beautiful and I love to be in this structure, this temple which is my body. And now I'm sitting with a glass of water which I also love and I know is good for me. Already there, I mean, it's all done. We're bringing more well-being into our body. So it's just so fascinating. When we do these different things in our lives, where we focus on food and what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat. I mean, there's been so much, and because we've been so, because of the antibiotics, because so many of us our bodies have been so beaten up, we are so focused on how to get well, and there's so many things we can do, and in the process many of us get so stressed that we actually get more sick because it's so stressful. So but for sure there are things we can do, and when we have this very gentle and loving mindset, I'm positive that we will be guided to which foods to eat, how to treat our bodies, whether or not to take a supplement, simply how to structure our life in a way that only brings well-being. We will be guided all the way, because there's just not one recipe for everyone. But the one recipe there is for everyone is to start to love to be well in you. Just love to be in you. I think that is that is the one recipe we can all use. And apart from that, there's many, many, many different tools. So I'm going to finish this video now and just send you all my love and thank you for being you. And yeah, I pray and wish for you that you get to love more and more, to just be you. See you.